Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Celia would like to introduce you to one of the United States' most eminent men. By his own admission, the nation's highest-ranking military officer. A well-regarded, well-spoken and articulate gentleman. Oh, wait, let's start again. Ladies and gentlemen, Celia would like to introduce you to Martin Dunford. Hi, he said. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, said Celia. Hope you had a good Christmas. Sorry I haven't had time to say a proper hello. I'm staying with my mother till Wednesday. All right, he said. Merry Christmas. Because of my work, I condition go home for Christmas. I'm chairman of the Chiefs of Staff here in Pakistan. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, United States. I don't understand, said Celia. What do you mean by I condition go home? And what's a chairman? I mean, I'm chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, he said, the nation's highest-ranking military officer, so I can go home for Christmas. Do you understand what I mean now? No, said Celia. Are you telling me that you went home for Christmas? No, I didn't go home because of my work, he said. Because of my work? Don't have time. Have you married with kids? And how old are you? I'm 66. I have 2 kids. No wife. You look nice woman to me. Heart, 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 heart. I'm 55, said Celia. I have a grown-up son who lives in Sydney in Australia with his partner. That's good, he said. What work are you doing for leaving? You're a nice woman. That's exactly what I'd expect such a high-ranking military officer to say to a lady that he's just met. Can I get your hung-out email address? I'm not leaving anywhere, said Celia. I've lived in Durham most of my life, and I work at the university as an administrator. What's a hung-out email? Wow! That's good, he said. That's my hung-out email. You can write me there. I presume that's what happens to emails after you've washed them. They just get hung out to dry. What's a hung-out email? Asked Celia. Resorting to Google, a man replied, is a unified communications service that allows members to initiate and participate in text, voice or video chats, either one-on-one or in a group. I don't understand a word of that, said Celia. Is it a military thing? No, he said. That's what you asked me about the hung-out. Can you send me your picture? I still don't understand a word of what you said, she said. Can't you see my picture on here? What word you don't understand? He asked. I want to see your full picture. And so he sent her a photograph of a man. Send me your picture like this, he said. Celia ignored him. This is what I don't understand, she said, copying and pasting the bit that said is a unified communications service, etc. Can you explain that simply for an idiot like me, please? Hangout, he continued, are built into Google Plus Gmail. Mobile Hangouts apps are available for iOS Android devices. And then, proving that he knows exactly how to flatter a lady he's just met, added, That's what I know. You're bad, woman. You're not idiot. You're working at university. I'm military officer. So if it comes to English word, you're good than me. The same to me. If I comes to military officer work, I'm better than you. OK, she said. You changed your mind then. Now you're talking about hangouts, not a hung-out email. For a top military officer, your English writing skills are appalling, aren't they? To which our man replied, Well, I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about it. What do you think he said? I don't have time to write a good English. Are you from England? Your face looked like England people. Yes, I'm from England, she said. What do you mean you don't have time to write a good English? You're the top military person in the US. Your English should be impeccable. Who are you really? I mean, he said, I don't have time to type. If you don't have time to type, why on earth did you bother to send me a friend request? Said Celia. I love the way you are, he said. Write me on Hangout. Heart, 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 heart. Hi, how you doing? Because I say I don't have time. That's why you're not talking to me again. Please, I have time for you, OK? Celia ignored him for a couple of days and told him she was staying with her mother. On the 31st of December, he said, "How are you doing?" "Hi," she said. "I'm very well, thanks. How about you?" "I'm fine, thank you," he said. "Are you back to your work?" "No," she said. "I don't go back till next Tuesday. What about you?" "I'm still at work," he said. "What have you been doing?" she asked. "I'm military officer here in Pakistan. I will come home 2024. "You're a soldier?" she asked. "Yes," he said. "How long have you been a soldier?" she asked. 35 years now," he said. "That's a long time," said Celia. "Yeah." And then they exchanged Hangout emails and moved to Hangouts. "Morning! Happy New Year," he said on Hangouts. Celia ignored him. She was out most of New Year's Day. "Hello," he said the next day. "How are you doing?" "Hi," she said. "I'm having a lazy day. How about you?" "I'm fine, thank you," he said. "I'm still here working hard for people. I will tell you something later." "Oh, OK," said Celia. "What kind of thing are you going to tell me?" "All right, now I'm busy, honey," he said. "If you say so," said Celia. "None of that makes any sense." "Why are you saying that?" he asked. "You just messaged me," she said. "Now you tell me you're busy." "All right, now I'm my way going someplace," he said. "And that doesn't make sense either," said Celia. "Why not tell me where you're going? At least write in proper English, or American English." "There are fighting at some place, so I need to send my military people there," he said. "Where is some place?" asked Celia. "Do you know Pakistan?" he asked. "No," she said, "but I can use a map." "OK," he said. "You haven't even told me where you are in Pakistan." "I'm East Pakistan," he said. "All right, now I'm going to Punjab." "And stop contacting me when you don't have time to talk," said Celia. "It's very annoying." "I'm sorry, honey," he said. "Stay safe," she said. "How long are you going for?" "Just 1 week, honey," he said. "Thank you, honey. Take care about yourself for me. Heart, 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 heart." "Hi," he said on Tuesday. "How are you doing today? I just want to say hi to you, honey. When I come back, I will let you know, honey." "Hi," she said. "I'm at work and I can't stop. Sorry. Catch you later." "All right, honey," he said. When she got home, she said, "Hi, I just got home from work. It was our first day back after the Christmas break, so we were rather busy." He didn't answer her. They just exchanged a small bit of boring small talk on the Wednesday, and then on Thursday he said, "OK, honey, I just got small time. That's why I tried to write to you, honey. I miss you, honey. Heart, heart, heart." "Hi," she said. "I've just stopped for a quick coffee. How are you?" "Hi, honey," he said later that evening. "I'm fine, thank you." "Where are you now?" asked Celia. "Honey," he said, "I'm here at the place I told you that I'm coming. I will leave here next week, honey. I hope you're doing well. I miss you, honey. Send me your picture, honey." And then he sent her a GIF with some hearts. "All I wanted right now was to show you how much I love you," added Google, realising that our man couldn't even write a proper sentence. "Never think that I will leave you just like what others do." OK, Google was wrong. It can't write a proper sentence either. "I am here to stay and to love you until the end." And he sent her a teddy bear with some red roses. "Why are you talking in riddles?" asked Celia. "The place I told you that I'm coming? Where's that? You just told me the region you were going to, not where you actually are." "Hi, honey," he said the next day. "How are you? I'm Faisalabad. I miss you, honey." "Hi," said Celia. "How much longer will you be in Faisalabad?" 5 years now, honey," he said. "I have 1 year before I can leave here, honey. Where are you now? Send me your picture, honey. I can see that you'll talk to another man's, but I will not allow you to do that. I will come home very soon. OK?" 5 years? What happened? Asked Celia. Has something gone wrong? He sent her some hearts. "Oh dear," she said. "What happened?" "Because here they don't understand themselves," he said. "What does that mean?" asked Celia. "They owes fighting," he said. "So you've got to stay for 5 years? That's terrible. You were only supposed to go for 1 week, she said. Honey, no, honey, I think you say how long I've been here in Pakistan. Okay, she said, I'm totally confused. You told me you were going to Punjab for 1 week. Isn't Faisalabad in Punjab? And she sent him the screenshot of the bit where he said, I'm going to Punjab, and that he'd be there for 1 week. That's definitely what you said, she said, that you were going to Punjab for a week. And I'm sure Faisalabad is in Punjab, isn't it? Yes, honey. I will spend just 1 week in Faisalabad, but I'm spent 5 years in Pakistan. Do you understand me now, honey? No, she said. To refresh your memory, this is what I asked you. Hi, how much longer will you be in Faisalabad? 5 years now, honey. So you've changed your mind? You won't be in Faisalabad for 5 years. No, he said. Just 1 week I will spend in Faisalabad, honey. Okay, she said. Where are you now, honey? Send me your picture, honey. I'm at home, she said. Are you sure that you love me? He asked. Okay, send me your picture, honey. No, said Celia, I'm not sure. I haven't met you. But we will meet very soon, honey. I promised you. I'm men of my world. I will not lie to you. I swear, honey. I don't have wife in my country. I swear, honey. Heart, heart, heart. I love you from my heart. Heart, heart. And he sent her a photo of some white roses. Do you have boyfriend over there? He asked. Tell me the truth, honey. And then our man decided on a spot of self-loathing. I hate lies, Celia, he said. When I come back, I will give you a number that you can call me. You can call me on here, said Celia. Not now, because I'm at work, he said hastily. You know about our work, honey. No, I don't, said Celia. You haven't really told me anything about it. Only you that I'm talking to, because I can give my email out, but because of you, he said. What does that mean? Asked Celia. And how does that tell me anything about your work? I will tell you, honey, he said. I bet you don't, mate. Today I want to see your picture, honey. I'm always thinking about you, every day and every night. I feel empty and lonely whenever you're not here with me. You are the only one I wish I could be with for the rest of my life. So Celia sent him her photo from Facebook. Not this picture, honey, he said. Send me your full picture, like this, honey. I beg your pardon, said Celia. That's my picture, and it's the only one you're getting. Don't be rude. And he sent her a photo of 2 men. Well, actually, one of them was the real Martin Dunford, having a meeting in 2017. It's easy to find. I just asked my old pal Google. You see your husband? He asked. No, said Celia. My husband is dead, I told you that. I know, but now I'm your husband, ? He asked. No, you aren't, said Celia. I haven't even met you. I haven't even spoken to you. I don't even know which of the people in that photo is you. Neither, I suspect, did our man, because he didn't answer that. I told you that we will met very soon, honey, he said. Believe me, honey. I promise you, honey. Okay, said Celia. That's good. Can you come to USA, or should I come to your place? He asked. But don't take any boyfriend, honey. I don't mind, said Celia. You're welcome to come here. Promise me, he added. But I'd love a trip to the States, she said. When could I come to the States? When I'm back, he said. I will let you know, honey. Heart, 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 heart. Oh, said Celia. That could be years. Oh, no, honey, he said. It will be this year, but I will tell you that date, honey. Okay, she said. And then, as ever, Google butted in. My love for you will never change, even after many years. I don't care if you get old or wrinkles start to show on your face. For me, you are always beautiful. No one could ever compare your love for me. I just love being with you all the time. You made my life so beautiful, and I cannot think of someone who could love me as you do. Take care about yourself for me, honey. We will talk later. And lots of hearts and roses. I'm always thinking about you, every day and every night, he said a couple of days later. I feel empty and lonely whenever you're not here with me. You are the only one I wish I could be with for the rest of my life. I love you. not only because you're beautiful and sexy. I love you because you taught me how to love and appreciate myself more than anyone in this world. I am now sure that I can love you with all my heart, without any hesitation." "I'm pleased you got back safely," said Celia a few hours later. "How did your trip go? What did you do while you were in Faisalabad?" "Please," he said the next evening, "I'm so sorry for not being able to get in touch with you after I received your message. Okay, it's because I was a bit busy with an urgent meeting with some of my cold general, and I later have to address my boys here in camp. And for my trip, it was stressful, honey, but I give God the press for making it back safely. So, how's your day going today? What have you eaten for yet?" "What's a cold general?" asked Celia. "Well," he said, "I thought I told you that I'm a military commander, right?" "Why are you cold?" she asked. "Oh, please, I'm so sorry for that. Okay," he said. "I mean, my fellow general." "Ah, okay," said Celia. "Indeed, you're welcome," he said, "but you've not answered my question. Please." I didn't even know what question that was. "I've had to take a couple of days off work," she said. "Mum had a fall, so I drove down to Guildford today to check that she's okay. I'm going to stay until Sunday." And then their relationship started to take a rapid nosedive. "Oh my goodness, God," he said. "And how is she feeling right now? I mean her health, honey. And what kinds of medical care treatments have you given to her right now, please? Aren't you chatting with me, honey? Or I guess you're busy right now." "She's fine, thanks," said Celia, "but I wanted to see her to be sure." "All right then. So, haven't you since her yet?" "Please," he continued, "I'm off taking a nap right now, and I will try to get in touch with you by morning. And please take good care of her, and yourself as well, okay?" And the nation's highest-ranking military officer sent her a picture of what I think was meant to be a penguin asleep on an iceberg, as you do. "I don't know what 'haven't you since her yet' means," said Celia. "That was what you sent me," he said, "and I needed to know if you haven't met her yet. Okay?" And he sent her a bit of the conversation where she'd said, "She's fine, thanks, but I wanted to see her to be sure." "I don't need screenshots of the whole conversation," said Celia. "I simply asked you what 'haven't you since her yet' means. And if you actually read my previous messages, you'd know the answer to 'I needed to know if you haven't met her yet.' It would be so much easier if you could be bothered to write in proper English that actually makes sense. You know, how you write at work. Because obviously the nation's highest-ranking official must use impeccable English at work." "LOL," he said. "You're not funny, okay? Please." "If you think so little of me," she said, "that you can't even be bothered to write me proper messages, I don't think I want to talk to you any more. It's rude and disrespectful." "Adequately," he said. "I know how you're feeling, okay? But you have to settle down and be nice to me for once, okay?" "Oh, no, she doesn't, mate. Oh, no, she doesn't." "No, I don't," said Celia. "You need to behave like a gentleman and not treat me with such disrespect. Because if that's how you treat a lady, I don't want anything to do with you. Goodbye." "All right," he said. "I'm so sorry for all that. Okay?" "Okay," she said. "Talk to me properly from now on. I'm sure, as the nation's highest-ranking military officer, you must communicate with the US President and other dignitaries, and I'm sure you don't write such rubbish to them, so treat me with some respect and write properly." "That's consent, okay?" he said. "Oh, FGS, said Celia. "What did I just say?" "Well, I mean that, okay? Please," he said. "Mean what?" asked Celia. "I haven't given you consent for anything." "Why are you this hurt with me, please?" said our poor offended 14-year-old. "Grow up," said Celia, "and act like the experienced high-ranking military officer that you claim to be." "And I hope you truly know the meaning of content, right?" he said. "Perhaps it's not like I'm dabbling with you for any reason, honey." "Go away," said Celia. "Do you even understand the collection of words you just typed?" "I'm not joking," she said. "If you can communicate with the US President and other high-ranking officials as the nation's highest-ranking military officer, you either talk to me in the same way or go away. Last chance, so think very, very carefully about what you type next." "Please," he said, "whenever I sent you a message, Just try and check it properly before you talk like a child, okay? Perhaps I haven't, since a place, have done something wrong to deserve all this insult from you. Please? Go away, said Celia. That was your last chance. Goodbye. Well, he said, I give you my word. Okay, perhaps I never thought of anything wrong with you in the first, okay? Well, I guess you're upset with something else right now, and you decide to use it on me. And please, try and check the word consent, okay? Perhaps in the order way round. It means to approve. I don't think you can even rearrange those words to make a sensible sentence, can you? I told you, said Celia, I have not given you consent for anything. You don't even know what it means, do you? Nor have I approved anything you've said, because most of it doesn't make sense. Well, I hope you could remember what you said about me thinking so little of you, right? He said. You have not answered my question. What the word, okay, means, please? You haven't asked me a question, said Celia, and unless you ask a proper question, I can't answer it. So far, all you've done is string random words together. Unless you're asking me what the word okay means, it means I agree. Are you seriously telling me you don't know that? There was a bit more arguing that I'll miss out, and then he said, Have a nice night nap. I will get in touch with you by morning, if God says so, okay? Perhaps I don't brag of my, in brackets, eagle. Don't bother, said Celia the next morning. Goodbye. I told you clearly that unless you write properly, in the same way you do when communicating with your president, I don't want to talk to you. Clearly you're too lazy, or just too stupid to do that. So, goodbye, permanently, eagle, in brackets, followed by brackets are good, in brackets, but meaningless. To which our man sent a picture of a cat and a mouse. What? He said. Are you insulating? Please, I'm so tired of all this fighting beeness, okay? I'm not just happy about it. You must know. Lest I forget, your mum, how's she doing for the new day? I meant her health, please. And then this stunning rant. I will have to tell you something today. No matter what you have, or the degree of education you have gotten in life, my dear, you just don't have the right to look down on anyone. The English I speak is not the strength, or the Sikhs I use in my job, even when I'm not a Native American person. But my country I saved. Still, respect and belief, in my opinion, Sikhs and sense of thinking, and they never looks down on me, but you people of London, England, looks down on people too much, and that why Scott, land, just have to bracket out to be a country of origin, nationality or ethnicity on his own. So I will gladly have to let you know this today. Even if you are rude to me, I will still find a place in my soul to forgive you, honestly, okay? And take good care of your mum as well. I can think of lots of reasons why Scotland would like independence from England, but I don't think it's because of their inability to write a sensible sentence. Celia ignored him on Hangouts, so he hopped back onto Facebook. Hello, my beautiful wife, he said. How are you doing there? Hi, honey. What do you want? She said. I'm not your wife. Oh, honey, he said. Why are you saying that? I want your heart. For fun, she said. Tell me about your education. Where did you study? And what did you study? Boston College High School, 1973, he said. Oh, Cecilia, you're the nation's highest ranking military officer, and you didn't even go to college or university. I don't believe you. US Army War College, Georgetown University, he said. Why, you don't believe me, honey? Do you believe him, ladies and gentlemen? Because you told me all you did was go to high school, she said. OK, what did you study at Georgetown University? Honey, write me Hangout. No, Cecilia. Why, honey? I holds a Master of Arts degree in Government from Georgetown University. OK, she said, but they didn't teach you to write sentences that make sense. How did you write your dissertation? I guess you paid someone to write it for you. Why are you saying that? He asked. Then you write it for me, honey. Let us talk on Hangout, honey. Why am I saying that? Asked Celia. Because you haven't written a single paragraph either here or on Hangouts that even makes sense. You couldn't write a dissertation in English if your life depended on it. Go away. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. This video won't go on for much longer. He's going to get ghosted fairly soon. I will go away with you, he said. I very much doubt it. Cecilia, goodbye. I'm looking for an articulate man who can have a proper conversation. I'll bet you don't even know what a dissertation is. I love 3 things, he said. The sun, the moon, and you. And you know this one. We've had it many times. The sun for a day, the moon for a night, and you forever. Stop copying and pasting, said Celia. You don't know what a dissertation is, do you? And stop writing to me on Hangouts. He was trying to contact her on Hangouts again. Oh, yes, honey, he said. No dissertation. What was the subject of your dissertation, she asked. And I'm not copying anything, honey. Don't talk to me like that, honey. I'm not small men, honey. What was the subject of your dissertation, she asked. What I know about dissertation, he said, resorting quickly to Google. The first usage of the word in the English language in 1651 also gives a useful starting definition, an extended written treatment of a subject. No, Cecilia, I didn't ask you to look up the definition, idiotic, brain-dead moron. I asked you what was the subject of your dissertation. You know, the one you wrote when you did your degree at Georgetown. All right, honey, he said, but I'm at work now. If you can write me on Hangout, I will be happy, Mrs. Celia Martin. I don't know who Celia Martin is, but it's certainly not our Celia. No, said Celia. If you have time to talk to me on Hangouts, you have time to tell me the subject of your dissertation on here. Professional development, he said. Of what? Asked Celia. Even an idiotic brain-dead moron like you can do better than that. Why, you don't believe me, honey, said our aggrieved scammer. I'm not small men. Please, I know that you know English than me, okay? Because you're a brain-dead idiotic moron who couldn't write a proper sentence, let alone a dissertation, said Celia. And if you're the nation's highest-ranking military officer, I can only assume that you've invented your own nation, and you're the only military officer, so it's blindingly obvious that you're a lying toad. Our man started to feel his potential victim slipping inexorably from his grasp. Let us think how we can meet, okay? He said. On a round-the-world cruise that you're paying for, said Celia. Celia, do you know that you're talking to military officer? I love you, honey. Don't let me hate you, okay? No, she said, I'm not talking to a military officer, unless, as I said, you've invented your own nation, and you're the only military officer. Feel free to hate me. I hate you. You're lying, deceitful, slimy lowlife. You're talking to me like you're kids, honey, he said. Oh no, she said. My son is an articulate, mature, honest man. You don't even know the meaning of articulate. Are you fighting with me, honey? He asked. I've had enough of you, she said. Goodbye. And just like that, she finally ghosted him. Where are you now, honey? Hi. Hello, Mrs. Celia Martin. Are you with me? No, she's not, mate. She's gone. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this jolly romp into, well, not even Scamland. He didn't even have enough brains for that, did he? If you did, please like it. Please share it with your friends. Please comment down below. And please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you again, hopefully in a more sensible video.